Hey guys, DB Rye here, and actually today doing something completely different for this channel. As you know, my channel was always a channel where I could share my comic art, comic drawings, and comic stories. So and while I'm still trying to work out some more Dragon Ball what ifs and things like that, I thought it'd be pretty cool that if I actually began filming and documenting my progress at drawing comics. And well, for today I'm actually starting a brand new project, a new Agent-Eye comic. Hopefully, I'm hoping will be on my online store on Lulu Self Publishing by Halloween, because this is intended to be the Halloween special, which I used to do one every year, but now it's time to sort of get back into it. So without further ado, I'm going to do a rough idea on how I want the front cover to look. And I actually got a computer scanner now, so now I can actually scan my drawings in and at least use that as the template for the final edit sort of thing. Or at the very least, I'm sort of thinking of doing most of the comic by hand and basically just using the computer to shade and add in the speech bubbles and the words that are in the script. So without further ado, we'll get started. I'm thinking, at least in my head, something like this. I'm going to sort of start with a sort of sinister silhouette in the center of the comic, is slightly going to be based on my... If you ever read my Ryan Melrose House of Horrors comics, I had a villain in that called the Raven Feeder, so I'm sort of wanting to make him the main antagonist in this comic. And considering how his story ended in my horror graphic novel, technically he wasn't caught, so we can actually have him appear in this story. For this, I'm actually just working on the front cover. For this comic, I actually intend to make it black and white. I actually really enjoy the old comic books that were black and white, like the Phantom comics and things like that. I still might do the final edit of the front cover in color. I don't know yet. So, just in case, I better have some clothing creases. Because if I shade him in, I'm going to want him shaded, like, basically throughout the middle of him. Of course, in the original Raven Feeder comic I did, when he appeared in my House of Horrors special, my artwork wasn't anywhere near like this. It was very bad. Very, very bad. I'm sort of... Personally, I kind of like the sort of rough exterior with the outline, how the outline looks a bit rough. I think it's actually gives it a pretty cool look, especially since I'm going for a more creepy, I guess more graphic kind of look. If that makes any sense. Sorry about the weird noises I'm making, guys. I had a little something for lunch that I shouldn't have, and it's kind of backing up on me a little bit. I'm not really going to reveal too much on what the story's about, especially in while I'm drawing it, which I suppose the images will pretty much reveal what's happening in the story anyway, depending on how many I do, how many I want to record. Give it a basic shade under here as well. I think that looks actually pretty cool the way, like the shape of him here. I think he looks pretty sinister. As for what he actually looks like, you're just going to have to wait and see. Yeah, I'm thinking more of this kind of look for him. Now, kind of like a slicker or fisherman's wear. So, sort of like he's wearing like a kind of raincoat sort of deal. In that case, I really should have this in there somewhere too, so it looks like there's an opening on his jacket. Yeah, we can shade that in for now at least. I'll go over it and tidy it up later. This end doesn't quite look as flabby as I want to. Easy fixed. There we go. Just put a bit of shade where the knees go. Easy fixed. Well, in the end, it's still a template. Let's go put a scalpel in his hand. I can tell you that this story, this does combine detective and crime with a bit of like a slasher movie. It's been a while since I've hand drawn. My wrist is already starting to ache. Okay, I gotta sort of be careful now. I'm getting to the bottom. So I actually want to put something on the bottom here before his boots are actually finished in the shot. So this will be interesting. I don't get many practice drawing these. So I want to draw some ravens coming out of here, some of their heads like poking up. Which would be interesting, so I really don't get a lot of practice drawing ravens, so they might look weird. But, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I think that's sort of how a raven's head goes. Going off by memory. I'm actually wondering if I should actually have part of the raven's mouth sort of showing. You know, kind of like that. But I think that sort of makes this image, like, I guess, completely side on like that. You're not going to see that sort of feature. So I think I'll leave that as is, at least until I can look at a proper reference photo of a crow looking side on, if there's one. I'm not going to shade him completely black at this point, but I will put a bit of, like, sort of feathery detail in him. So he at least kind of looks like the way he's supposed to be. I think that's not too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all. Now, I sort of want to draw another one. What that thing is in the bird's mouth, trust me, I don't think you want to know. I'm like a bird on the highway. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is. I think that's how that Nelly Furtado song goes. Oh, that song takes me back. Kind of inappropriate for this song and this bird. I think really I should be singing "That's So Raven." Jokes. I think the second Raven I did actually looks more sinister than the first. Sinister. A lot of people tell me that my hand-drawn stuff often looks better than my original. If you think that's the case, let me know in the comments. Now, I'm thinking for the big section, for this part here, we need the hero. I'm not going to draw like the title name or anything like that in the front cover, this is just the art shot. That'll be added in when I've done the whole thing. Let's see, draw a bit of grass that this guy's standing on. Bit of a dirt patch here. Bit more of a one over here. tell you this much, it actually feels pretty good to be out here, drawing here. It's a bit more peaceful and quiet than what's going on at the house at the moment. Out here, listen to the birds. When I'm down there, I can go down to the path there, work my skating, all of that. More of a dirt patch over here. I'll finish off the ground. And yes, this is just a basic pen I'm using here. So now I'm thinking, a big Laden shot of the main character, our hero, our protagonist, and then a bit more completion on the background, and we'll see where we go from there. Trying to think how I should pose him. Should it just be like a straight up him standing there, or should it be sort of an action shot there, like him holding his gun out or something? I'm going to try the big action shot. So I'm going to have like the huge barrel of his gun. Magpie going nuts, attacking a couple of chickens. I wish whoever owned those chickens knew how to fence them properly. They get out all the time. I do apologise for the loud magpie noise. Hang on, I'm gonna have to stop here. I forgot something. I do apologise for the interruption there. I realised I didn't have much room left on the camera, so I had to stop there. So I hope we actually got everything here before I drew up to this point. If not, I apologise. Sorry guys, I'll make sure I clear the camera next time. Alright, so where was I? That's right. Drawing the main dude in now. I'm definitely gonna have to tidy up some of these outlines a bit when I get this on the computer. For the first time yesterday, I actually watched Psycho and Psycho 2 last night. Like, as in the, Anthony Perkins, the one starring Anthony Perkins, the original Alfred Hitchcock classic. And I gotta say, definitely was not what I was expecting. Like, how to put it? Like, yeah, I don't really know how to put it. Well, there's definitely more to it than what I initially thought. And well, those who have seen it before would probably know exactly what it is I'm actually talking about. But yeah, they'll definitely worth the watch. It's actually to the point I want to actually watch that Bates Hotel series now. Just thought I'd share, haven't seen it before, so why not? Okay, I made a bit of a mistake there. It's supposed to be a fourth finger there. Oh well. Solution's simple enough. Just do that. That way you can't tell which one's the index finger. Oh well. Gotta remember it's still just a draft. Still only drafting the... So there's the gun. So... Yeah, definitely going to be a lot of tidying up work when I get to the editing this on the computer stage. So yeah, can't avoid that. And well, that's fine. Alright, time for the main character's head. Yeah, you can probably tell which character I'm drawing here. After all, this is an Agent-Eye comic, so naturally it's Agent-Eye, or formerly known as Almighty Eye before I thought of a good name for him. Or rather, a decent name for him. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That looks pretty cool. Oh, I don't want to draw too much of him in this because there's still something else that's going to be going in this section here. Do a nice opening of Agent-Eye's jacket, so not necessarily seeing the other hand here, like the wind's flapping it. So pretty much, other than the bits that I'm sort of lining here, this whole sort of bit will be black. Of course, you can have this area sort of shaded off. I think it's sort of important when you do the pen drafting that you sort of do a bit of shading, just so you remember where the shading parts are going to go. I reckon some bird silhouettes will look good there. But maybe not that type, maybe not that particular version, maybe perhaps the old, these would look better. You know what I mean? Some people, little kids and stuff, draw birds like that. Somehow I think that would suit. So when I do the final thing of the front cover, I won't have this there. In fact, to make sure I remember that, because you had to edit this, I'm going to have to upload the picture, put it in then put a different layer on top of it in GIMP, and redraw the whole outline and whatnot. So the whole outline and all that looks the same, but it looks tidy, and all the mistakes I made during this stage, like that, isn't in it. And with copying and paste tool, you can always just keep copying and pasting the birds wherever you want them. So the birds will always look the same as well. So far, I'm quite liking how this is going. It's not bad for an overall. Here we're going to have a bit of a fire here. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, just a nice, good old-fashioned fire. You're on fire! On fire! Sort of. Still haven't finished drawing this guy yet. You can imagine, since the wind's blowing this way, this side of the coat would be falling this way, so this would be more along his body, so we actually wouldn't actually see anything here, except maybe a bit of the colour here we can put in, and you know, just a bit of his green jacket here in this section here when I colour it. So yeah, I think that pretty much works out, and I think it's the whole thing really, I think it's worked out quite nicely so far. He's got a powerful weapon, charges 1,000,000 a shot. An assassin second to none, the man with the golden gun. If you don't know what movie that's off, then yeah, we can't be friends. Ever. Like, the name of the movie's like literally in the song. Look at you staring at. Not you guys. Hate it when people stare, eh? If this bit is all black, then we probably be this side of his face that's more or less shaded. So I'll add a bit of a shade here, so I know when I do the proper drawing. So that will carry on through here and here, and a little bit on top there. The rest of that will be pretty much pitch black anyway. Along with that bit where his undershirt would have been, would be black anyway. So, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Just trying to think, is there anything I needed from the top, other than a night sky? I maybe draw the lair of the killer behind them, maybe? I don't know. Let's see it from your perspective, guys. Personally, I don't think we'd really see much. Especially when we get the whole Agent-Eye text, Nevermore, or whatever I titled the comic, which I still haven't fully decided on yet. But I am leaning towards the sort of, yeah, something like Nevermore or The Raven, like some sort of tribute to Edgar Allan Poe there. Anyway, I haven't worked that out for sure yet, guys. And well, I think that's about all I'm going to be sharing here. I'll show the drawing again from another angle, from the front angle. Hope you guys can sort of see that. I'll try and move out the shadow a bit. Here. We take that spot. Yeah. So, let me know in the comments what you think, how that looks. I mean, that's pretty good. It's definitely good enough for a template for the front cover. I think that's a pretty cool looking pose. I mean, if you've never read an Agent-Eye comic book before, you'd look at it and probably would have no idea who the good guy actually is. They both look very threatening and menacing. So, yeah, guys, thank you for joining me on this this first ever drawing. Well, it's not really my first ever, but sort of drawing where I'm commentating. And since I've got a tripod now, I can just sort of set it up and draw. So, if you want to see more of these kind of videos in the future, also let me know in the comments, and I'll be, well, I'll probably be doing more of these anyhow, because this was actually quite fun. And I will see you guys again next time. Alright, catch you later.